16-109, State of Nebraska versus Erica Jenkins. The record to reflect that Ms. Jenkins appears with counsel Mr. Johnson. The state appears by Mr. Welsh of the Attorney General's office. You're charged in count 1 with assault by a confined person. That's a class 2A felony. That's punishable by up to 20 years imprisonment. You're charged in count 2 with use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony. That's a class 2 felony, punishable by not less than 1, no more than 50 years in jail.
Your Honor, through Investigator Nordhook, the state has established by probable cause each and every element of the crime charged against Ms. Jenkins. On September 24th of 2016, Ms. Jenkins and Ms. Fields brutally assaulted Ms. Bordeaux with a padlock, a deadly weapon. Ms. Fields held Ms. Bordeaux while Ms. Jenkins administered this beating. Ms. Bordeaux suffered a broken finger, arm area, multiple contusions to her face and arms, a nasal bone fracture, and a concussion. It is apparent this beating was intentional and knowing, and the victim did suffer bodily injury. The padlock, which was readily available to inmates at the time, was used as brass knuckle to inflict maximum damage with Ms. Jenkins' punches, and all of these events did occur in York County, Nebraska.
I disagree that the state has provided any probable cause to state that Ms. Jenkins was the individual who inflicted any type of damage to Ms. Bordeaux. The state had the opportunity to show video evidence in today's preliminary hearing. They did not. They had the opportunity to show pictures. They did not. The only testimony came from Mr. Nordhook, who was not present, did not view anything. The investigation did not include any direct evidence of any type of a beating that would be alleged by the state. The victim herself, or the alleged victim herself, had stated that she fell against a bunk, and that was the source of her injury. The blood spatter that was testified to, there's no evidence that would be inconsistent with a bloody nose or some other minor injury. The potential weapon in this case, the state did not recover. There's no evidence that any blood was located on any type of a weapon. In addition, there's no evidence that any type of bruising would have occurred on Ms. Jenkins's hands that would have been the result of such a vicious beating that the state seems to believe occurred. Because all of this information has no direct tie to Ms. Jenkins other than a video that seems to say that she went into her own cell that she is definitely allowed to, we would request that this not be bound over into district court and the charges be summarily dismissed.
I do find that the crimes alleged in count 1 and count 2 have been committed, that there is probable cause to believe that Ms. Jenkins committed those offenses. I do bind this case over to the district court. I will give you a date and time to appear before that court, and you'll have the answer to the charges there. That will be on May 22nd at 10, if that works for everybody.
This is where your publicity stunt.
Okay. It's different in
It's all
every county. I
false.
never know.
It's a publicity stunt they was doing.